to Unladylike Opinions. This is my recap, review, whatever on Love Island Season 7, Episode 15. My videos have been, I stay in the country, in a rural area, which they claim we don't have that much options with like internet speed and all that. So that's what's taking my video so long to upload and then out of sync, which is pissing me off. But anyway, Taylor, Alandra, and Huda go talk, and Huda is thanking Taylor for saving her and saying how much she loves him, and he look at her like, I love you too, but you and Jeremiah need to completely separate. None of us want to go through this cycle again. She says that it feels like she keep getting slapped in the face because Jeremiah getting all these types of opportunities. He's going on dates. He gets to do this. He get a new bombshell and all this or whatever. He get to get coupled up. And Taylor said, let it go. We don't need none of that petty stuff. We need positive vibes moving forward. And Alandra said, and no being mean to Iris. And I'm like, exactly. And in her confessional, Huda says that Jeremiah showed her the real him and he doesn't care about her, so she's going to let that go. We shall see. So Shelly and Ace talking, and they kiss surprisingly, and she says she is happy they are finally a couple. Ace says Huda's behavior is unacceptable and she shouldn't be rewarded for how she been acting, but he made the decision to stand on her side because he didn't see Jalen put up much of an effort for Alandra, and he didn't see Jalen put up much effort, and Jalen wasn't there that long, but Taylor been there since day one, and I ain't seen nothing he did. That's why I'm like, are we missing some of the producers trying to make us think this way? Because she says that he does all these nice things that have such this great connection, but we don't see that. So I need to see that. I don't know what's going on. Is she Delulu, or Taylor really does do good things for her? I don't know. Taylor said he likes Jalen, but he stood with Huda because he has faith in Huda and he will be holding her accountable moving forward. So Alandra is so happy to be back in the couple with Taylor, and the way he was with Huda just blew her mind. And I'm like, Austin and Maya are happy to be in the couple. Yeah, they're happy to be in the couple. He said he's excited to not be in a love triangle anymore. You was never in a love triangle. Move on. So Amaya, Iris tells, Amaya says she's excited to be in bed with somebody, and she said she heard that Austin was hot like a radiator. Amaya got away with words. And so Iris tells Jeremiah she can't believe he picked her because he could have easily picked Huda because that was the easy way out. She said he chose mature option because he is not going to be like he can't talk to people. Well, she's going to be like he can't talk to people. She said she's not going to be like Huda and say he can't talk to people. She said you don't call people, pussy and all that. And he said he would rather go home than be with someone toxic. Jeremiah lie, but I'm gonna let him have it. He might feel like that now that he finally got away. He said tonight wasn't about breaking a toxic cycle, it was about finally feeling joy. Yeah. Iris tells him he is mature for making that decision, and I'm like, they were showing Huda and she was outside, and I was like, is she eavesdropping? And she was, because she instantly pulled Jeremiah for a chat. She tells him she is extremely hurt and she shares so many memories with him and she doesn't want to argue with him. She comes in so calm, so cool, calm, collected, like she wasn't hollering. And Iris go talk to Amaya, and she tells her that Huda broke up her conversation with Jeremiah so they can talk, and Amaya is pissed. She said, I didn't save you for you to go do the same shit. And Huda said, well, she's talking to Jeremiah, and she said she's partially to blame for the toxicity in the house, but they really are both at fault. And Jeremiah laughed and said, she said, so you think it's only me? And he said, No, it's the constant yelling, interrupting chats, calling me all these names. He said no other girl here would do that. And Taylor is around the corner listening with his hand on his hip like he's somebody's mama. And Huda says he tore her heart into pieces, and he said all I wanted was conflict resolutions. Taylor walk in, Taylor over it, and he just sitting there with his hands on his hip and his eyes bug like, girl, we just talked, because they pinky promised that she was not going to talk to Jeremiah anymore. And what she do? Go right on over there and talk to him. And she tells him to hold on. She tells Taylor to hold on. She's going to be done in a minute. So she moves closer to Jeremiah. Well, Taylor done walked out by then. She moves closer to Jeremiah and tells him to look at her. And she wants him to know that she truly cared for him. And he said he holds no hate towards her, and nothing he is doing is towards her to be like is retaliation or anything like that. And in her confessional, she said she doesn't hate him and she would no longer pursue him. They just wasn't meant to be. They hug it out, and she is crying. The way she looking at him is like she thought Jeremiah was gonna kiss her, and you can't tell me no different. So Jeremiah said he is going to respectfully decline chats with her. And then he goes to the kitchen and he asked everybody where where Iris was. And Alandra is like, wasn't she just talking to you? And he said, oh, that got interrupted. And it was like, about who? And he was like looking at them like, y'all know who. And Ace said respectfully, I don't want to hear neither one of y'all names in the sentence ever again. And I agree with Ace. Sierra said she hopes this is the wake-up call that Huda needs, and she hopes she moves differently because she cannot save her 3 times. And all the girls agree with this. And Huda tells them she is done, and Amaya tells her it was inappropriate for her to go talk to Jeremiah right after they sent someone home. And Huda said she knows, but she wanted to make sure that they were finished today. Jeremiah tells Nick that Huda pulled him for a check, and Nick cut that out instantly. Nick said, I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm tired. So the girls are excited for Amaya and Austin, Shelly and Ace. And Amaya and Shelly say they are good. There's no issues with, with the situation in earlier episode where Amaya was mad with Shelly because she felt like Ace was still into Shelly while Amaya was still coupled up with her, but there's water on the bridge. And Austin is with Amaya when Austin used to be with Shelly. It's a long conversation, but they said there's no bad blood between them about that. So then we see Hannah and Pepe. And Hannah basically hocked her with her hand. And so Pepe hunching. Just forgot all about Charlie, did you, girl? All that boo-hooing and crying with his picture, and you hunching Pepe already. Child. So the next morning, everyone is excited to be coupled up. But Shelly said they didn't color as much as she wanted, and she wants him to be like in her skin, like I'm talking about. She want him all on her. So Shelly's talking to Alandra, and she said she like Ace never kissed her outside of a challenge. So when he opened the door and he kissed her, she was so excited, but she need him to get it together with the cuddling. And so Sierra tells Huda she was conflicted on saving her, because she didn't know if she believed she could take steps further to further herself. And Jeremiah said he at peace and he is happy. He said America had a point. Huda said she hates seeing Jeremiah and Iris together, and Sierra tells her she hates seeing her like this, and she should never want to beg a man to treat her right. And Sierra said she sees a better path for Huda, but she has to see that for herself. Ace and Shelly talk, and they ask how each other are feeling about things. And Shelly says a part of her wanted to pick Austin, but she went with her gut. Shelly, stop playing with me. You didn't want to pick no doggone Austin. He said he took the back seat when he realized her and Ace had a better connection, and he's excited that her and Ace can explore. Yeah, whatever. Austin. Hannah and Pepe talk about past relationships and what makes and breaks a relationship. Blah blah. Ace get a text and it says, "Who's ready to turn up the heat in tonight's villa?" Then Hannah gets a text and it says, "Girls, I left some hot girl summer swimwear in the dressing room." Sierra gets a text and it says, "I will see you soon, love. Meg the Stallion." So Meg is coming in the building. So they are all excited that Meg is coming, and the guys, especially Nick, like Nick was so super excited, and the fact that he knew all the songs tickled me. The girls are in there trying on swimsuits, practicing their little dance moves. Meg the Stallion walks in the dressing room and they are excited to see her. Meg said she the new bombshell and she finna come shake the tables in this month. So Meg wants to tea. And Alandra was so excited that she knew that Meg knew her name. So Meg asked Alandra what was her booty routine because that thing was thinging. And Alandra said, "Baby, genetics, which means she got it from her mama. Ain't no bought BBL, none of that. Natural boo." That's what Alandra said. Meg said she liked that how Shelly checked Ace. And then she turns to Huda and she said her face card is crazy and they want to see more smiles from her. Meaning, girl, cut your crash outs out. She said she wanted someone to pick her up and put her down. She wanted someone to pick Huda up and put her down and put her in her place because she feel like that's what Huda want. And it is because she, yeah, the way she took charge with Jeremiah. She did say that. She took charge all the time. She said her favorite moment was when Huda told Nick she was a mama and he said, Mamacita, and that tickled me. And she just started cracking up at herself for laughing at this. And Meg said it's so easy to watch someone on TV and just forget that they are real human beings with real feelings, especially y'all that's on here. Like I can't say that I dislike Huda. I mean, I can't say that I hate Huda because I don't know her. Dislike her ways, yeah, but as a person, I don't know that girl. For y'all to be going to people pages and giving them hate, why do y'all be so invested in the stuff like that? That's something I would never understand. That is straight crazy to me. My throat hurt. They are shocked that she really watches the show and knows everything. And she was like, "Of course I do." And she asked them to get up so she can see how they look in her Hot Girl Summer swimwear. So Meg has a Hot Girl Summer swimwear line. And I see that it's in Walmart. Now, granted, I can't wear it. But y'all go out and get some of that Hot Girl Summer. Now, I'm going to have me a Hot Girl Summer. But I can't wear that Hot Girl Summer swimwear. Okay? I got too much up here and nothing down there. Don't judge me. Face card eats. So then they head downstairs. Ace hops up and starts doing push-ups and talking about some 101. Man, he did that when he saw Meg. And he said the girls look so fine, but Meg is super fine. Meg said she came in to turn this into a booty battleground. It's a 3-round showdown with girls versus boys. Round 1 is a head-to-head twerk-off. Round 2, 3 boys go against 3 girls and perform their best limbo. In round 3, all the girls will go against all the boys to build a life-size puzzle. And when the puzzle is put together, it makes a body of a male and female bombshell. Whichever team completes the puzzle first, their brand new bombshell will come in tonight. So up first is Huda versus Ace. Huda took her shoes off and said she was born ready. I mean, Huda snapped. I ain't gonna lie. But Huda laid on her back with her legs in the air and shook. I said, "Huda, did you have a different occupation that you didn't tell us about? Because we know where that move come from, but I ain't gonna judge you." So, Meg tells Ace she don't know how he's going to top that. Ace said he ain't got no ass for that. So Meg told Ace he better do something and go find him some. And Ace over there crumping, Magic Mikey, Michael Jackson, Beat It, Thriller, everything. But Huda won that round as she should. Amaya versus Austin. Lord, when I say Amaya was stiff, she tried, but she was so stiff. But she did alright. But Austin had me crying. I don't know where Austin get those weird way he was rolling like that and his neck was doing this. I was like, what the? And so Meg was even too tickled at that. But the boys, she did get that round to the boys because Austin gave it his all. Austin even tried to twerk. Alandria versus Nick. Baby, when I say Alandria popped her, she didn't even have to do much. I'm pretty sure she could have did way more than she did, but she just stood up with her hands in the air and just made a shake. And bent over and made a shake. She ain't had to do much because that thing was thinking. Shelly said that thing moving like water. And y'all know Shelly like girls too. So Nick said he got the small waist but a big bank. So he said he's gonna channel his inner stallion. He started twerking and cry baby, and he was over there twerking in front of Meg, and Meg was over there dying laughing, but my girl Landra took that round. The final twerk off was Shelly versus Taylor. Baby, Shelly went up there and she actually twerked on Meg. And Alandra said Shelly showed out, so Shelly showed out and twerking on Meg. She wanted a redo. And Asa over there hollering, get your hands off the judge, you cheating. So Taylor said, I'm going to top that. Taylor's facial expression had me rolling. Because his face was doing all types of stuff. And he was on the ground just... And I'm like, what the... And so she gave that round to the boys, so now they're tied. So round 2 is them doing limbo. The boys won that round. Like the girls did their thing, like Hannah was doing it right. Like they weren't really doing limbo like I'm used to people doing limbo, because you have to actually, Lord, I just logged out. You have to actually limbo, and they wasn't doing it. They was going under like this. You have to like shimmy that thing under there from what I used to do when I could do that. So I don't know what kind of limbo game this was. So round 3 they start the boys get a 10-second head start to build their bombshells. So Hoodie is excited to see the bombshell they are building, and she says that he is fine. They ain't even built them all the way yet. But you know, the girls win that game and their bombshell walks in. His name is TJ. And he said the boys better hold their girls tight because he's coming in to take them. And Shelly talking about some he's so damn fine. And Shelly, I want to tell you, girl, go to hell. Because where is he fine at? He ain't no, not saying he ugly or nothing like that. He cute, but he ain't fine as, he ain't dead. And so Meg asked the guys how they feel that they didn't get their bombshell. A said he's sick, he ain't gonna lie. And who's gonna tell Shelly to take note of what he said? Girl, I don't think Shelly give a damn. But Meg said she can't leave the boys hanging. And baby, in walks Andrina. I don't know how to say her name, but you ain't gotta know how to say it, because when I say she pretty, she was pretty, like face eats all it. And so she said she was interested in Jeremiah, Ace, and Nick, and she coming to steal your man, and she got a chance. I'm talking about a big chance. So Meg leaves and tell them to have the best summer and to be kind. The next episode looks like Iris is going to be kissing on the new bombshell TJ, so Iris might have her some motion coming. Because her and Jeremiah ain't number friends. Ain't no connection with that one, but okay. But anyway, that was my review recap of Love Island Season 7, Episode 15. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If I missed anything, we can discuss the rest of it in the comment section. But please, give me a thumbs up and like the video. That's the same thing as thumbs up, girl. Get it together. But anyway, thank you guys for watching with me. Bye.